Well, hello scrappers. Back out in the workshop again today. Saturday. So I'll be uploading this Sunday morning, which that's when you guys will be seeing it sometime after. I've had several requests on how I sharpen my chisels, and which nothing real elaborate. And then I've had a few requests on pulling the brass out of the plugs. So I thought, well, neither one would really be a very long video on its own, so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and combine them into one video. Now what I want to do, one of the tips that someone was telling me about was to put them kind of in hot water for a while, let them soak in hot water, kind of soften up the rubber, the plastic, whatever it is. But what I thought, out here, I got this toaster oven I use for powder coating. I don't cook food in this at all. So I thought I'd put it in there for a few minutes and heat it up. I've got it set on warm, I do believe. Yeah, it's on warm. Hopefully it won't melt it to the bottom. Okay, I'll see if I can plug this light in. Get us some more light over here. Maybe. I need to replace the plug on this thing. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, hopefully there's plenty of light here. Okay, one thing about chisels too is, which one? This one. This one's not bad. Of course, I try not to let them get bad. But as you know, as you pound on the end, they start to kind of cauliflower over. And I've seen them with splits and everything else. So that's one safety thing there. I try to keep that kind of ground off where it doesn't get in that shape. Do it pretty much flush. Or bevel it in just a hair. Try not to let them grow. So that one there's not bad at all. It's getting a little lip right there. And you can do it on the side of your stone, whatever makes you. Whatever you're a little more comfortable with. Now, I'm not sure if I'm using the proper angle or not. It seemed like a couple 45s should work. Let me get over here in the light a little better. But you'll notice on all three of those, the angles are pretty close. Now, none of these are real even on each side. That one's fairly even there. Of course, on flip it over, it may not be. But usually on them, I just try to get over here on the side where I can kind of see the angle. And then just kind of lightly go back and forth. You can see here I mainly got back here. I didn't get quite on the tip. But you can go back and forth enough, you'll get there. Or change your angle just slightly. So I almost got in there. It doesn't take a whole lot because all you're doing is you're not really changing the edge, you're just trying to clean it up. Unless you get one that's real bad, then you may have to do quite some grinding. But if you got to do a lot of grinding, get you a pan of water or something that you can continually dip this in, keep it from getting too hot. Okay, this one here is just a cold chisel. And we got the air chisel here. And I may actually be running a little steep on the angle. So best thing to probably do is I should have did it before I came out here to do this video, is to Google get on your Google or search engine, whatever, and do a search for proper angle for cold chisel. Now another way to do it is I've got this, I don't remember what it is. I don't remember what size that is. It's Harbor Freight. And I've got some 1 by 30 inch Harbor Freight. I got some 80 grit paper here, belts here, and I got some 120 grit. They fell out of the package. It's hanging up there. So and it's what Harbor Freight sells, but Home Depot's got these on their website, and I want to get on there one of these days and order a bunch. They got pretty fine stuff. Here's the other belts, and drop the box way in behind. That figures. I'll get that later. But 120. I'm not exactly sure which one I've got on there, but I was given this hatchet a while back, and it's got a pretty well rounded tip. Put those back over there, and we'll turn this on. I got the table tilted so I can try to get up there. I'm not sure if you're seeing that. Having to hold it up pretty high. That's probably a lot finer. Not leaving the groove like the angle grinder would leave. I should probably move it back and forth evenly, but I'm pretty well just rocking it. But as you can see, that's leaving a pretty nice edge. As far as the hatchet, I got that up almost as high as I can go with that guard there. But some of your knife makers will use these little things, your beginners, until they get a big belt sander. I'm not sure. Doesn't really seem like I'm quite getting the angle I need, but the edge is looking a whole lot better than it did when I started. But it was pretty bad. It will take a little bit of work. And actually, what would probably be a lot better is just take this table completely off. And I think you can just loosen this up enough and you can pull it completely off of there and get it completely out of the way, and then you could probably get a much better edge. Okay, I'm going to put my gloves on, and then we'll get those. Shall have to do some more work on that later, but it's starting to get a little bit of an edge on it. I could probably actually chop something with it now, but I would really like to see this come down about another 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch, down to about 1/4. So I'll probably have to take that table completely off of there in order to get that angle. But as far as your chisels and stuff, it should work just fine. Okay. Just in case that pan is hot. But yeah, they say put these in boiling water or something and soften them up. It's just It's probably 40 degrees, 45 degrees. Yeah, thermometer up there says 40. So I put a different cord on my heater. It's longer, it's a little more flexible. This one here is solid core wire, and it's real stiff. And I was fighting it every time I needed to move that around. So now I don't have to have it right here in front of the workbench, which gives me more access in and out the door. I've just got it sitting over there, so it still kind of blows heat over to where I'm working. Okay. Mainly I like to use these and channel locks. If you don't have a pair of these, get 2 pairs of channel locks, something like that. And I think I might just try to do these over here on the workbench. Put that chisel over there. Yeah, I may have to, I may just do that tonight. Google the angle for cold chisels, and then hold that and hold it good and strong. You might even be able to put it in a vise, but they just pull right out. It pulled out pretty easy, so it might be because it's warm. They don't really feel it. Maybe a little bit of warmth to it. And what I do, I just do a whole bunch of them like this, and then I'll go back later. Well, that one didn't quite make it. Bounced off the rim. But I think it was cold here a couple months ago, and so I sat in the house watching Netflix and cleaned up all these. Of course, I think my bucket down here, I think when I did that thing was full. I don't know if you'd want to eat popcorn while doing these, but something you can do in the house. That one broke up right off, so that, being it broke off like that, it can probably go into clean brass. Didn't pull the wire through. I'm just going to throw them right there for right now. I got a few. I can tell this one's off a vacuum. But you get a little bit of nice clean copper there with it too. Okay, that one's not wanting to. That one wants to fight a little bit. Here we go. I hope everything's in shot here. So they're really not too bad to do. You know, so of course, you know, this isn't for the guys making a living at scrapping, that's for sure, but the hobby scrappers, micro scrappers, yeah, copper and brass add up. There's a lot of things you could be doing and not making any money. So, like I say, it's nice to make money, but a lot of times I like just getting out here in the workshop and just tinker around, stay busy, keep my hands, my mind occupied, and make a couple dollars while I'm at it. Some days you make good money, some days it may only be pennies. But I do have my full-time job. Oh yeah, wife wanted to go to actually daughter wanted to go to Sonic and buy lunch. So I went up there today. For those that don't live in the state of Oklahoma, the Sonic's pretty well just local. It's a kind of a drive-in restaurant, kind of like the old 50s style where you have your booths, except car hops aren't on roller skates. You order through a microphone and speaker system, kind of like a drive-through would. And then they do bring the food out to your vehicle. Yeah, just finished ordering, had the window down. I heard one of my subscribers holler, "Hey, I like your videos." That caught me by surprise. Yeah. So I want to give a shout out. I didn't get his name, but he said he lives in Neneka, Oklahoma. And that's probably 20 miles from where I'm at. And years ago, I used to go down there to they got a little bitty scrapyard down there, if you can catch the guy there. And sometimes he's there, sometimes if he's not there, he's at the bank. I need to make a drive down there one of these days and get his number, or look it up, Google it and look it up, so I can start checking prices with him again. I was looking through some old receipts I had up on my gun safe earlier from Ouachita Pipe and Steel. That's the yard that's closest to me, and they're usually pretty low on prices. And I had a short iron receipt in there, several receipts for 10. I keep wanting to put the copper in with the brass. And almost all the tickets I had were 8, 8.5, and 9 cents a pound for 10. I thought, man, that's 160, 170, 180 a ton. And I thought most I've been getting here lately, when it was doing good, which has dropped, was 160 a ton. And these receipts are dated 2014. So I thought, really? So the prices really haven't even gotten much better from, what, 6 years ago? You know, so much for inflation, huh? Well, price goes up on us. Everything costs more today than it did 6 years ago. But scrap prices aren't doing any better, at least not 10. But yeah, these aren't too bad for cleaning up. You're not going to get a lot of copper, but it all adds up and all helps. I know I'll probably get a lot of comments say this isn't worth the time. Well, yeah, to a lot of people, yeah, it's not going to be worth the time. But for your hobby scrappers, yeah, I've been kind of debating, do I later want to get which I could probably melt those down in that one furnace I got out there. Not in my melting pot, but that blue one from the well house pressure tank. That, I bet, would get hot enough to melt the brass. But I think I probably want to try to get a smaller crucible. I don't know, one the same size would be all right. I got a little cross-shaped carbon. What is that thing? Carbon graphite mold. I don't know if it's carbon or not, but and I was thinking that would work great for silver, or silver, brass, maybe copper. Which they say copper jewelry is good for people, that are kind of up in the years. It helps the arthritis and stuff. And I enjoy doing crafts too. Okay, got the pan cleaned up. I mainly wanted to put it in a pan to put it in that toaster oven. Carry this in here and dump it in my copper barrel. Yeah, which is pretty much empty right now. There's a little bit in there. Very little. Well, I think I'm gonna call it quits for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching. Yeah, if you're not a subscriber, I would really enjoy it if you did subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can catch the videos as I put them out, which I try to put them out on Wednesdays and Sundays. I've been kind of playing with the idea of maybe Sundays and Tuesday maybe instead of Wednesday, but then I'm kind of toying with the idea of 3 videos a week. But right now I kind of asking myself, do I have enough material out here to do 3 videos a week? I did get my ad listed in the OEC paper that will come out on the 1st of March. And last March I didn't get a lot of work. I think I had about 4 calls for scrap to pick up, but it seemed like they're pretty good loads. So you know, it's about what I expect this year. Okay, what do I get to do to take that off? Okay, that unscrews. See how much better of an angle I can get with this table off of here. Oh yeah, that's gonna work out a lot better. See, I could use the 120 to even 80 really for shaping it. Getting your angle and whatnot. And then again, you probably don't want to get the axe head too hot. Yeah, it's getting down there a little better. If I had it after I got this about where I wanted it, I would then probably go to like a 320 or then maybe a 400, 600. If this is 120, I could go to a 220. See, that's looking a little better. Almost down, you know, 3/16. Like it really close to about a quarter. Anyway, please subscribe. Share the video with your friends. Feeling it, make sure it's not too hot. And hit that like button. And leave a comment. If there's anything you'd like to see me tear down, leave a comment and I'll see if I can come across it. I do come across some unusual stuff from time to time. Yeah, I'm starting to like the looks a little bit. It's going to be hard to get this very tip. It's rounded off. But yeah, it's feeling pretty good even there. I could probably go out and chop some wood with it right now. I got a bunch of branches I need to chop off. So I'm gonna call it quits and let you guys go. And you guys have a great Sunday afternoon, and hopefully you'll come into some good scrap deals this next week. And I know up north you guys are having a lot of snow and bad weather, so things are probably pretty slow up there. Nobody wants to haul scrap metal out to the curb. So I think probably tomorrow I'll probably get out here and tear this condenser unit down and make a video on it. As you can see, I got a few things in here, so weather's going to be pretty bad next week. I've got all those motors over there I can tear down. I got that shopping cart full of stuff. I got 4 microwaves here, 3 more in the other room. Got 2 dishwashers. I still got this copper over here to clean up. And I got a lot of little brass and contacts and stuff over there. So I got plenty in here to do. So if the weather's bad outside, I can come in here, and a couple of days I think the highs are going to be in the 30s. And if it gets too cold, I'll just have to migrate into this other room here, because I am set up pretty good in here as far as heat. I've got a 3800 BTU torpedo heater here, runs on propane. I've got a furnace here. Of course, I can't do videos with that furnace running. It is noisy. But I can always run that torpedo heater, and it's noisy too, and run the furnace, get it up to temperature. And then once it's up to temperature, kick the furnace off, and then I can kick my little heater up here on. It's basically the same heater that's in the other room. And what was it, 17,000 BTU, something like that. So it puts out a little heat. But yeah, get the chill off, get it warmed up with that, and then have this blowing on me. Because I'd probably, if I do a video, I'd be probably right about where I'm standing here. I got that basket. This is where I used to do all of my videos a year or so ago. I had my bucket shelf, and then got the other area set up. And in a way, I have more room out there. It's kind of cramped in here, but a lot of stuff I tore down on this workbench. I kind of go with small workbenches because the bigger workbenches just tend to get cluttered, and then it's a pretty good chore. So I've got some guys, they like using them hatchets to break stuff down, so I've got a couple here. Now you can see the angle on this one. See, I'm way back a good 1/4 of an inch. That's kind of like where I'd like to be, but I can tell I did this one on the bench grinder, and it's pretty dull right now, probably from hitting things. A lot of guys like tearing stuff up with hammers by some of the comments I get, and then I've seen other guys use hatchets. So whatever works, huh? So got this heater to scrap out, or I might just check into it, see if I can't get it working. Just to, if I needed heat for my hands, which I probably really don't, I've got plenty of them around. Neighbor down the street was burning today. I probably should have. I got so many branches out there all over the yard to burn. But I'm going to get off here. I'm almost a half hour into this. But yeah, if the weather's bad enough, real cold, I'll come in here and fire the furnace up in here. I got a few transformers down here, kind of hiding back here in the shadows. I'll probably do a video on that one of these days. So I still got a little bucket full of motors there, hiding under all this wire. So I've still got plenty to do, and like I say, 1st of March that'll come out and that'll bring some more stuff in. I got a bucket full of small motors there. I could probably do 3 or 4 or 5 videos just going through that. So you guys take care, happy scrapping, and we'll see you in the next video.